Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing another sip and makeup video. If you missed my last one of these, I did a week ago when this video goes up. I just love to sit and just play with makeup, post them on Fridays, drink some coffee. So I have coffee here today. I have my little Disney World mug and we're just gonna get ready together and relax. So I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I am posting Monday through Friday in June. So I have lots of content coming. I hope you'll subscribe and let's get into it. We are gonna do skin first today. I'm not gonna do a ton on the eyes, I don't think. So we're gonna do skin first, but the palette we're gonna use today, a few of you have been requesting that I use this palette. I've actually had this for months, never used it. I don't know what happened. It got pushed to the side and just like totally forgotten and never made it in a video, but it's this little Dior, are these called quints? I think they're called quints maybe. And this is the nude dress color. So these are the ones, these were just reformulated. So this is the original formulation. I don't know anything about it. I've never used it before. So I don't know anything about the formula really, but I'm gonna use this today. I know one of you specifically has been asking, and I think it's either Sasha or Trish. I can't remember. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's one of the two that's been asking for this palette specifically. So we're gonna use that today, but let's go ahead and get started with the face. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of my Flawless filter to start. This is shade number 3. And I'm just gonna actually only apply it on my cheeks, I think. I'm just gonna blend with this Real Techniques buffing brush. If you saw my summer drugstore makeup look that went up a day or two ago when you're seeing this, I started using this brush in that video and now I'm kind of obsessed with this brush, which is sad because it's really the only way to get it is to buy a Real Techniques brush set. You can't get this on its own, sadly, but it's a great brush. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my corrector. We're gonna use the Bobbi Brown Stick Corrector today in the shade Bisque. I was thinking about this when I picked out the makeup for this video because I was listening to a podcast this morning. I went on a kind of a long walk. I used to do that on days when I wouldn't do like an at-home workout. I would just go on a long walk. And I did that today. I'm going to start back doing that. But I heard someone talking about this podcast. It's called How We Built This, I think is the name of it. And now I forget the guy's name that does the podcast, but he basically has brand founders on the podcast and they talk about how they started their brand. And the one I listened to was Bobbi Brown, and I'm just like fascinated by that kind of thing, especially when it comes to like makeup founders. But Bobbi Brown, I'm just fascinated by her. And it was all about like how she started the brand Bobbi Brown Cosmetics and, you know, up to when she sold it to Estee Lauder and then she left the company. But anyway, it was so interesting. If you like that kind of thing, I'll put the name in the description box, the exact name of the podcast. I can't remember it now, but it was so interesting to just hear about her. If you have any podcasts that you really like to listen to, leave them in the comments. I'm always looking for new things that I could listen to on my walks. But this one with Bobbi Brown was so interesting. Highly recommend if you're interested in that kind of thing. All right, we're gonna use Dior Backstage Face and Body today. I have 2 shades. I'm gonna kind of mix a little bit of both because I think my lighter shade is gonna be a little too light. So my body is a lot darker than my face right now. So I'm just gonna kind of mix them. But I have shade 1.5 and 2.5. And sadly, apparently, I guess Dior is reformulating, or they have reformulated everything. So I haven't tried anything new that's been reformulated. So let me know if you guys have, but I know that the eyeshadows have been reformulated. This foundation's been reformulated. The Dior Rosy Glow blushes have been reformulated. And I haven't seen too many videos about it. I'm sure they're out there, I just haven't watched them. So I don't know what people are saying about it, but I'm kind of curious. I think Dior, I guess they were trying to be more clean maybe in the formulas. I don't know. But I hope their stuff is still good. I think this will be okay. I have not used this foundation in a while, but I like it. Okay, I am using the BK Beauty 106. Actually, do you guys remember the Dior Backstage Powder No Powder that was out? I feel like it wasn't even out very long. I have one of them. I actually have two of them. I have a really light shade and then I have more of a bronzer shade. That was a good powder. I feel like a lot of people really liked that, and then it just disappeared one day. Like it just disappeared off Sephora and then all the other retailers. And I thought maybe that was part of this like reformulation, but I haven't seen that they brought it back, so I don't know. But I really actually liked that powder, so I hope they do bring it back. I'm gonna do bronzer before concealer. I'm gonna use the Chanel cream bronzer in the dark shade. So funny with products how you get into like phases of really liking something. Like right now, ever since I used this bronzer again, and I don't even remember what video it was, one of my most recent videos, now I like can't get enough of it. And I want to use it all the time. I think it's just the color of it is so pretty in the summertime. It's such like a red toned bronze. It just looks very, I don't know, like realistic on your skin. I just really like it. And I'm also using the same brush we use for foundation, which I do a lot. I'm just using the 106. I also find that when I do this, especially if I'm using a bronzer that's more on the dark side, if you use your foundation brush, you still have some of that foundation naturally kind of built up on it, and I feel like it helps kind of blend things together. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it does help really blend the product. For concealer, we're gonna use this. This is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This one is another thing that I just have not used. I've had it, but it just has not made its way into a video. This one is the shade 215, which I think should be a good color match. I'm gonna start blending that in with the same brush, the 106 from BK Beauty. So I have, I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after. I'm not sure yet, but I am going to be doing some declutter videos. I don't know, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I am going to be doing them. Would you want to see, and you can comment below and let me know what you would rather see. Would you like to see the declutters like in a row? So if I post Monday through Friday and there are 5 declutters, I don't know how many there will be, but if there are, do you want to see them all 5 in a row, or do you want me to like alternate with other types of videos in between, or do you not care? Either way. Because I was thinking about doing them like one after the next. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm gonna use, this is the 110 from BK Beauty, and start blending under my eyes. I think that shade is actually really good concealer match for me. For blush, we're gonna use this. This is new also. I didn't intend to use this many new things, but these are just what I picked out that I wanted to use. So when I ordered the NARS under eye brighteners that you saw a few videos ago, I ordered one of the new blushes. So I really want to try this. This is the Afterglow liquid blush in Dolce Vita, which is one of my favorite shades from NARS. I love everything in that shade. But I will say when I swatched this color, this Dolce Vita looks kind of different than some of the other products in Dolce Vita. I mean, it's pretty color, but I don't know. This one looks a little bit more like reddish to me and not as much rosy. I don't know. Maybe it just looks that way. I think I'm going to go off the back of my hand first and apply it that way just because I haven't used this formula, so I don't really know how it applies. Okay, so definitely pretty sheer applying it this way. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not super like intense and pigmented. Totally different formula than the liquid blush from NARS, the original one with the pump bottle. Ooh, it's beautiful though. I like that a lot. I bet this is probably one you could blend on your face, but I'm just gonna do it this way today. Have you guys tried these? There are so many blushes, like new formulas. It's unreal right now. I mean, I feel like everybody is launching a new blush right now. I mean, I guess this time of year is kind of like blush season, but everybody is launching them. Oh gosh, it's pretty though. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, yes, love that color. Yeah, this is much dewier than I was thinking it was gonna be, but I like it. I'm not mad about it. I just have to say, my skin today, this combination looks really freaking good. I don't know, did I just find like a new holy grail base combination without even meaning to? Because, I mean, it looks fantastic. I didn't prep my skin any differently today, so I don't think it's that. I don't know what it is, but I'm loving it. Okay, let's do some powder. I'm gonna do a little bit of this Huda Beauty powder. This is the Easy Bake powder. I'm not gonna bake with it. The more I try to bake, the more I don't really like it. I feel like it's not for me. Every time I do it, I feel like, I don't know, and maybe I don't know. I feel like that technique is just not for me. Every time I do it, I don't love how it looks on me. I'm gonna use this Makeup by Mario dual-ended brush. So it's the F2. It has a larger end and then a smaller end. I'm gonna use the smaller end, I think, and just kind of lightly dust this in like the center of my face. This is the shade Cupcake, and I'm just gonna kind of set the center of my face with this. Okay, I didn't really set like this area, so I'm gonna use a little bit of this. This is the Merit highlighting stick in Cava. I was influenced by Andrea Ali on this product. Every time she uses it, it looks so good on her, although everything looks really good on her. Doesn't look like highlight. It just makes your skin look wet. It's kind of crazy how it works, but it's really pretty. I am gonna fill in my brows. We're gonna use Makeup by Mario, and I'm gonna do my new brow method that I've been kind of practicing, where you brush your brows down and it looks crazy. This is the shade Classic Brunette, and I feel like maybe this pencil, it's one of those angled little tips. I feel like this pencil might be a good one to do this with. Just gonna start drawing backwards and kind of getting the shape that I want and brushing them back up like this. I swear this technique works really well. I cannot believe I have not been doing this. And then I'm gonna go like super light underneath. Honestly, I could probably do that going backwards too. And then just kind of fill them in. There's actually a new brow product that I really want to try. It's by Milk, and it's their new, I think they call it like a brow shadow stick or something like that, but it's supposed to be kind of creamy when it goes on, but then it dries down to more of like a powder formula, which makes me think I would like it because I've been loving the powdered brow look lately. But I have so many brow products that are almost empty. I'm trying to use a bunch of them up before I buy another one, but I really want to try that new one from Milk. Okay, we're gonna move into the eyes. I just set my brows in place with the Makeup by Mario brow gel. And now I'm gonna take a little bit of eye primer. We're gonna use the one from Rare Beauty. All right, let's get into this cute little palette. I remember I saw this palette in Sephora one day when I was in there, and I don't know, something about it just screamed, you need that palette. So I don't even know. I think, yeah, these are more of like a satiny formula shadow. So funny how these luxury palettes come with these little eyeshadow applicators. Or I would imagine most people aren't using those, but maybe they are. I'm gonna take just this center pinky shade first. I'm just gonna apply this with my finger. Okay, yeah, so that looks pinky in the pan. It's not really, it's almost like a skin tone or my skin tone kind of color. But I'm gonna apply that all over with my finger. I don't know why I'm using my finger. Sometimes this type of formula does apply well with a finger. I'm gonna take the gray color, so this one, and I'm gonna apply a little bit of this in the outer corner. And then just kind of buff whatever is left upward a little bit. I'm gonna take this shade up here. It's kind of, I think it's the most like sparkly shade in this palette. Yeah. And I'm gonna put that on the lid and kind of bring it up a little bit. Oh yeah, this is such like a, this looks just like something that I would personally pick. So this shadow formula is kind of reminding me of the Surratt shadow formula, but this one, it's a bit, it feels a bit thicker in terms of the formula. The Surratt formula is so thin, but the way they apply and the way they kind of blend is reminding me of that. This is just like a, I don't know, it's like a luxurious, neutral, effortless, like I just threw this on kind of palette. So I'm gonna take a small brush with this brown. I like that this palette is, I would say it's pretty neutral. It's not super cool, it's not super warm, it's kind of in between. I feel like you get a little bit of both things in here. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of that along the lash line. Not like in a precise way or anything. I do like this formula though, it's just very easy. I know they just reformulated. I hope they didn't change it too much because this formula is good. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this white shade in here. It's like a cream, I guess. And I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner. I'm gonna switch to a pencil brush now. And I'm gonna take that shimmer shade. That shade is really pretty. And I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like this palette. I like this palette, you guys. All right, before we do mascara, I'm gonna take a little bit of this Sephora eyeliner in my waterline. And by the way, this is absolutely very close to that Makeup by Mario one, the Perfect Brown. That's always out of stock. This is absolutely just as good as that one in my opinion. I've been testing it and I really like it. It is, I don't find that it transfers. It's creamy. The color is almost identical. So it's the 12-hour contour eyeliner in Tiramisu. It's very good. I just curled my lashes and we're gonna do e.l.f. Lash and Roll in brown. Last, for the lips, I actually have all of the new BK Beauty lipsticks. I really want to use one of these, but they're all stunning. I don't know which one to use. Kind of want to do something bright, maybe, just to do something different. But let me grab a lip liner if I can find one. We'll just use this one from NYX in Natural. Now, what lipstick should we do? Let's see, there's this one, which is Passion. Passion is beautiful, looks like that. Beauty, so this one is a really bright pink. This is also really pretty. Yeah, so Passion, Beauty. There's also this one, which is Gratitude. This one, ooh, that one's pretty too. Gosh, they're all pretty. Okay, that one is Gratitude, Beauty, and Passion. Should we do this bright pink? Oh, that's so pretty. So this formula is very comfortable on the lips. It's like a satiny formula. It's not super matte. It's not super glossy lipstick, but they're very creamy still on your lips. I actually don't hate this bright pink. I never do like a pop of like a bright pink like this. I would probably more likely do like a red, but I kind of like it like this. All right, you guys, that's gonna be everything for Sip and Makeup for this week. I hope you enjoyed. I have to say, I said it in the earlier clip, but this combination on my skin, it looks like airbrushed on my face. Like smooth, beautiful. I don't know why. I guess maybe it's just the combination of products, but I love this makeup. I love these videos so much because I end up just not really thinking too much and just doing it, but love this whole look, honestly. Even this eye look, I hate to say it because now I'm even more curious about these from Dior. Now I feel like I should have probably picked up another one, especially now that they've been discontinued. But let me know if you've tried these from Dior. What do you think? Have you tried the new ones? You know me, this is me in a palette. So I love it, and I actually love this pink lipstick. Like I said, it's not something I would normally do, but I'm loving this whole vibe we have going. So thank you so much for watching. I will have everything listed and linked below for you. As always, they are affiliate links, so I do make a commission if you shop through them. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. I have lots of good content coming in the month of June and a fun surprise, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1, and I will see you next time for another video. Remember, simply be you. Bye.